was alive, General. Somehow, miraculously, I was alive. Some twist of fate, some hand of destiny, but I was alive. Strange as this new world was, I knew Toll must have come this way, and it was my task to find him. And it happened like this.
Little Orpheus. Yeah, episode 6. Yeah, it's a while. I guess before I start, you guys probably already realize there weren't any videos uploaded here on my channel for 2 weeks. And also there's just a little updates on my Twitter account, what's happening. I mean, basically, I was just busy, and there's also some private issues going on regarding me and my family, so I wasn't able to update much. I mean, even before the vacation I took, I pre-recorded some of the sessions, but obviously if some emergency popping up, then these pre-recorded session won't be enough to fill the gap, so to say. That's why there weren't any videos for 2 weeks. But now I'm back. No worry, everything was fine. And yeah, we can just start as usual. And I guess with this short update, we can just start normally. And I think we will just have a normal schedule again. Let's see. And yeah, let's just start. Continue with the journey. And as usual, we will go to the right first. To the left first. But there's the invisible wall. Okay. Then just let's go forward. I can't jump for some reason.
The sun beat down on me relentlessly. The heat was unbearable. I was exhausted. Yet I could not stop. I had to go on. For 7 weeks I trudged across the desert. On the second day...
Please, comrade, if we may. I think we can skip the details, unless you consider them to be particularly relevant to the location of Little Orpheus.
Of course, General. We will simply omit the tale of the singing chasm, the oasis of mirrors, the sightings of Toll's Mienk aloft on their pterodactyls carrying parts of my crashed rocket drill over the horizon to Lemuria.
Wait, the what?
Singing chasm?
Not that, but the rocket drill.
Oh yes, General, the rocket drill. But what did Toll want with it? And why Lemuria?
Lemuria?
Lemuria, General.
I am not familiar with this Lemuria, comrade.
Well, that is because it does not exist, General. Or at least, so I thought.
Okay, thanks for stop walking. I just want to mention... I don't know what happens. I guess we can't stay still for a very long time at the same place, or we will die. I don't know what happens. I just died. Let me go to the left. Okay, I guess we have to die, so to say. I'm not sure. What I want to mention was that the sun circulated quite fast around the place because the shadow was moving very fast. But I wasn't able to mention it because I died of the heat. Or I fell unconscious. But yeah, that's everything what I want to say, and we can just restart. Oh, now I can jump again. Give me a second. Because I haven't played for so long, I actually forgot. Okay, interactive 6, okay. But I can't interact, okay. Because I wasn't sure anymore. I mean, because I kind of remember that it was X. But I can't do it, so I don't know. Ah, I can. Okay. Okay. Why everything is magical here? Doesn't make sense. I mean, it could be just a forgotten city, but not everything must be. Yeah, magic. Oh, come on. Yeah, let me try again. And let me try to jump on the platform again. No, let me wait, actually. Instead of having another pathetic death, I will rather just wait for the right timing. Like this. And this, ooh, this was close. But still, I managed to
Strange
make it.
crystals seem to exert an extraordinary hold over the stone blocks and arches.
If you
When
say
they
so.
hummed, the whole city remade itself. Where they were missing, clearly looted by some villainous thief, the city was fallen to ruin. It was like a vast musical instrument, vandalized, and yet still attempting to toot.
Okay, so a self-built city just by the sound of the crystal. That sounds nice. Can I have something in my room that every time if I want to clean my room, I just have to ring a bell, and everything will be at this at a designated place, so to say? Okay. It's strange that I didn't die by falling down. But sometimes I die just by falling. The height is not that high. I don't know how this works, but doesn't matter. And it will rebuild. This is so nice. As I said, why can't my room be like that? And I never have to clean again.
Poetic. I'm sure our engineers would be fascinated and baffled in equal measure. If the whole department hadn't been arrested for sedition last week, I would happily convey it to their skeptical ears.
Sedition, General? Really? It is unfortunate news indeed.
I am joking, comrade.
Okay. Oh, come on.
How poetic.
I miscalculated.
I'm sure our engineers would be fascinated and baffled in equal measure. If the whole department hadn't been arrested for sedition last week, I would happily
Sedition,
convey
man.
it to their skeptical ears.
Sedition, General? Really? That is unfortunate news indeed.
I am joking, comrade.
So I'm just, how do I say it? Watching it to make sure the timing. It looks okay-ish. No, it's fine. And jump. Okay, and here is a dome. Or whatever. As I said, probably some thieves stole the crystal, that's why they couldn't rebuild it. And up there's a dragon. I mean, it's that dragon from Tall. Ooh, almost dead. So my goal, I guess, is still chasing this tall guy and yeah, get back the little Orpheus. I guess I have to go inside. Yes. Okay, that's not what I will. Ah, okay. Okay, I get it. Let me observe this again. Yeah, sometimes I just want to rush through to... Yeah, don't spend so many times here. Or so much time. I can't English. But sometimes just, yeah, how do you say it? Backfires and then I have to do it again. Let me wait here for a second. Yeah, that was good timing. Perfect timing indeed. But this place here...
Oh yes, the Menk for here, all right. Which meant whatever dastardly scheme Toll had, it was to be enacted on these burning sands.
And you will explain this in due course, I imagine.
Eminently, General. What you need to know first is this. I have told you already how parts of the devices the enslaved Menk were forced to wear came from the surface.
Radio parts and so on, yes, from what you have told me. Assuming there were plenty of lost ships in the ocean as you claim, for Toll to have dredged up what he needed to assemble them.
Aha, good. You are one step ahead of me, General.
I said assuming.
Of course, assuming.
Yep, this guy's still skeptical, which, to be honest,
Now,
I would also.
as I gazed in awe at the buildings rising and falling around me, I realized that the other major component of those mind-controlling helmets was crystal. Toll had raided Lemuria. Now, as I gazed in
Sorry, I was
awe
listening to
at
the text.
buildings rising and falling around me, I realized that the other major component of those mind-controlling helmets was crystal. Toll had raided Lemuria for them. He knew the city. He knew the crystals could amplify vibrations and waves, and was using them to boost the signal of the radio parts to exert his control over the Menk. Which meant...
Which meant... Ah, come on! Fucking shit. So he wants a crystal to control the Minks even better. I kinda missed the part what he was saying with the crystal. But I think something along this line.
Yes?
Imagine, General, what such amplification could achieve when fused to the finest atomic science our great Soviet civilization has produced.
I don't know. You can control more people?
Wait. I do not understand. You said Toll was planning on using the bomb to shatter the Earth's crust to return to the surface.
A tragic mistake, General. They have not recognized the extent of his mad ambitions.
You mean to imply Toll would have attempted to enslave the Russian people? Pah! The will of the Soviet citizen is mighty and strong.
To you, perhaps, as a trained warrior. But consider, perhaps instead, a humble son of a toy maker from Tomsk.
Ah, yes. Perhaps we have our share of simpletons, after all.
Okay, so this guy wanna be a dictator, okay. Well, I mean... I don't know what to say. Just, I guess we have to stop him. And... not... getting... yeah, illuminated by this... lights. Ooh, that was close. Oof. What the fuck? Oh, and I have to go back, of course. So, can you go away? Thanks. Oh, this should be good. And thank you very much. Ooh, perfect timing again. Try not to die. Thank you. Ah, of course. I mean, I still not sure how we can stop him. The guy has a dragon. And if you guys are also watching the House of the Dragons, then you know it's not an easy task to stop them. Or I guess Game of Thrones. No, I would say House of the Dragon. This is
The
more...
vast pictograms told of a history of wonders. They seem to suggest the Lemurians were travelers from another world, where a mysterious clock seemed to stand.
That is very mysterious.
I know.
As mysterious as the location of little Orpheus, perhaps.
Ah, yes, of course, General. I am just getting to that.
I mean, is there something we can do here? Because it looks too important to just be ignored. Can I maybe read something from here? Not really. I see some mountains, some buildings. There's a kraken. There's a whale. Isn't this just the thing I was looking at? This is... I think this is the Earth, right? In a sense. Okay, I don't have a mouse. I mean, I have a mouse, but you can't see it. Like, we have this 3 layers, so to say. And you can see the second layer, we have this icebergs, we have the whale and the kraken, everything we met. And I think right now we are in the 3rd layer, the upside down world. Because if you remember correctly, at the beginning of the episode, everything was upside down. And on the 1st layer you also see some dinosaurs. And how do I say it? The Ming's city. So I guess this is justice. Yeah. So we are at the 3rd layer. In the middle there's a clock. I guess this is our end goal. Okay, good to know. So we are basically visiting all the sector of this Earth until we get to the middle. And I guess this is the moon, and the top left is the sun, I guess. Who knows? I mean, this is definitely the moon, but the other one, I just assume it's the sun. But yeah, at least we know, these guys here already know how the inside of the Earth looks like, because we just experienced it. And this is the proof that they have kind of a world map. Like, this is really what you can call a world map, I guess. Because it's also include the inside and not just the outside. Okay, I'm not sure why I have to move this. Okay, probably for this. I don't know how to go outside. Ah, okay. From the beginning. And to the right. And hopefully not die. Move. No! I don't know how this works. I guess just a timing thing, yes. I guess something like this, yes. Yeah, it's really just a timing thing. And this place is kind of fascinating. Because as I said, we are almost at the end. I mean, not the end, but the most
As I
inner part.
bravely explored that ancient city, a question was gnawing at my mind. What did it mean that the Lemurians had foreseen the coming of Tol? And who was the man from above that was celebrated as the savior of the Mength? It was almost as if they could read the future in their crystals.
Yeah, okay. The Mings got enslaved and they are praying this guy on the top right. Is this Tol? Or am I the savior? In a sense? I don't know. Now we can see this circle in the middle. There is, I think, a star. Let me go a bit closer. Give me a second. I think it's just a star. It's kind of dark to actually identify it, but it's a star. And here they are worshipping Tol, I guess. And the inner disc, I can't really see it well. I think this in the middle is also a mink getting enslaved. I'm not sure. I can't see the whole disc. But yeah, it's true that somehow these people here can read the future. Because I mean, this is the future. Tol enslaving the minks. And here in the middle, there's a guy with a helmet. Like below this platform I'm standing. There's the innermost disc. There's a dude in a helmet. Okay. But I can't really see it. Well, so I guess we just go forward, and I guess I'm the guy with the helmet, because it would make sense that I'm kind of the savior for the minks. And now we are going outside on the bright sun and the dusty place. Bad for my skin, I guess.
The bells of Lemuria tolled and tolled, a roaring symphony, a crescendo of peals that set the city dancing, each note causing the crystals to shimmer and cascade with light. But the
this looks cool.
was no natural phenomenon, and the bells did not ring for celebration. Something was very wrong here.
Aside from the pterodactyls and the nymph and the dancing stones and the ancient magical prophecies and the crystals and now the giant bells, you mean?
If you don't want me to continue, General, then I can easily just quietly go home.
Don't think Chepucha will get you out of this one, comrade.
And thanks. Was Chepuchka? Doesn't matter. I mean, there's more of these dragons, seems. I mean, I know there's more of them, but I didn't know they're all here. And this then is extremely fascinating, because this makes you want to actually climb on one of these roofs, which will probably end deadly because you can't fly like the dragons. Can you not try to attack me? Thanks. Like, what did I do such that you hate me so much? I guess I'm just food for them, or maybe they're all working for Tol. Okay, sure. Okay, now I get it. I just don't know how exactly I should do this. In the sense, I need to be in the here, right? Okay. This could be hard because I have to judge the timing. No! I think it's the it's how to say it. On the ground you see this pile of dirt. I think this is exactly, let me say here. This is exactly where I have to stand. Okay, makes sense. Because I was like, okay, how can I judge the perspective where I have to stand? But I guess there was a hint from the game.
Through those magical structures, a righteous fire in my heart. I was like the Brinya Nikic, prepared to strike at the dragon who threatened my homeland.
Your heroism is only surpassed by your modesty.
On the contrary, General, I chose the Brinya carefully. Like him, I am a simple peasant. It was fate that chose me to descend to the Earth's core.
It was General Komanin who chose you to descend to the Earth's core.
Yes.
But don't let that get in the way of your story.
Oh, well then, award General Polkovnik Kamanin the highest medal in the world.
He already has several of those.
I cannot take credit for his wisdom in sending me.
Okay, I mean, I guess you save the world if the story is true. I have no idea. I'm still not sure if I should believe this guy or not, with everything he's saying. But I also can't not disprove what he's saying, so... And the story is kind of interesting enough. Even if it's not true, it's kind of nice to hear his story. Probably not for the comrade who just want to know where the little Orpheus is, but for me it's kind of fun. So I'll give him that. If it's not true, then at least he's a guy with great imagination, I would say. And this light doesn't look very safe. So maybe I should just stay out of here.
What was once a rocket drill ship, built to burrow into the earth, was now a mighty vessel, repurposed to blast off into the skies.
And enslave all the Russian dude, I guess. And I think I have to save him. Or destroy these rockets. We know there's still some episode left of this game, which means this can't be the end. So let's see exactly how this will end, or how I can save the world, or will actually anything happen. He said it was fate that he gets sent down there.
There was no doubt the toll was headed for the strange world with its clock. Although to what end, I was yet to understand. But there was no time to consider. No time for questions.
But as I said, because he already know how it ends, and he said the comrade should get a medal, and the general should get a medal, so I guess he actually saved whatever he needs to save, which is an enslavement of the Russians, I guess. So yeah, let's just see.
Was on the rocket. Little Orpheus was on the rocket. And wherever they were headed, I must head there too, to thwart his plans, recover my drill, and save the world!
Sure. Just hold on the rockets. Makes sense.
Will our enthusiastic yet disorientated hero be burnt to a cinder by the rocket's engines? Will he be smashed into the rock that surely must be beyond the Lemurian skies? Does Nikolai Petrovich Kamanian really need any more medals? What was the strange clock, and what could it all mean?
The future?
All of these
I don't know.
questions and more will be answered if you're extremely lucky in the next exciting episode of Little Orpheus!
I do feel a little bit lucky. And that's it for another episode. And I think, just judging for the time, this will be actually one episode on the channel. Which means, I guess, in this session I will play all the session in existence. I have to check how many episodes there are still. Ah, there's actually the mouse. Okay. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 more episodes. I think we will finish it today. Which is, I guess, good. Because if not, I will just play 2 episodes and leave the last episode for the next session, which is not that nice. Because this exactly happened in my previous games today. That I literally just stopped playing and the session just right before the ending. But yeah, now I know when the ending should happen in exactly 3 episodes. I will just finish those and I guess for the next session start with a new game. Actually, maybe even start today with a new game. I have to check how much time I have. But nevertheless, for sure, I will finish this game in one go. In this session in one go. Not everything in one go. But yeah, let's stop talking and let's jump into the next episode. Episode 7. Metagalacticus Interiorus. Okay, whatever you're saying.